Today I'm going to give you guys a quick rundown here of using, it's the LNL Trend System. It's one of my popular methods I use now. I use it for everything. But I want to show you how to use this for the S&P 500. I'll focus just today on doing this with the SPY. So this will apply for people that are doing this on Robinhood, and it'll help find the moments. So I'm going to run through it real quickly, how to set it up. You need LNL Trend System. You need the custom way that I do it, which means you just remove a lot of the bells and whistles that come with the LNL Trend System, and you just use it with the two lines. And then we're going to use it with RSI. So we're going to look real quickly on how to find the best signal. We're going to be looking at a longer time frame. So let me show you how to do it, how to set it up, and what to look for on a longer time frame. Okay, so first we're going to be doing this on regular S&P. So this is for those that want to trade on Robinhood, basically. Okay, so to set this up, really, you need to go to your indicator settings, and you want to type in LNL. You want to go to LNL Trend System. So you want LNL Trend System. And basically all this is going to be checked. You only need show HTF trend lines, and I choose these all to be bright colors. Neutral I have to be white. All bright colors and all the opacity all the way up. And then there's two sections. Show HTF trend line and show trend line. So those are the ones you need. Set that up. Now this is optional, but I choose to do it this way. I also have the linear regression candles. So if you go to linear, it's under humble linear regression. You're going to have that. Select that. Now what I do is I basically remove the body, but that's just me. You can have the candle in there if you want, but you want to remove your plot line for this, and you want to have your candles basically. And that's basically here. What that basically does is it gets rid of all the noise, basically, and you're able to see the patterns a lot easier. So you have those two. Then you have your relative strength index. So those are the only three you need for the strategy. Now, what we want to focus on is longer time frames. So what you want to look for is the last time. Look for the S&P on the day. You want to look for the last time that they crossed. So we see that it crossed here. So this was the start of the downtrend. And then we see it doesn't quite cross there. It crossed here, so this was the start of the uptrend. So basically, when the LNL trend system crosses, that's when you want to enter. So if you miss the cross, basically, if you miss this, your next entry point would be to check your RSI. And since we can look at this right now, we can look at the S&P 500, and we see that it has crossed up here, so we know that the direction is down. Even though that it has come up a little bit here, the direction is still down. You want to focus on the direction of the last cross. So if these two lines don't cross again, the direction is still down. So what you do if you miss this right here, that's when you go and you look at your RSI. You want to look at a longer time frame first. The first thing you want to do is look at a longer time frame. And you want to look at your RSI, and you want to make sure the RSI is about to cross right here. You see it cross right here. So this is your entry point right here. This is your next entry point to do a put. So you would have come in here after this cross right here. The next one would have been right about here. So if you enter this and you rode this out for, let's just say a week, because you got contracts. So let's ride that out for about a week. And that would have given you about, if you did in the money, you would have made about $5,615. So that's kind of how you do. Now, if you want to do this on a more intraday level, you still got to look at your day. And then you can go down on a smaller time frame. But I would still go down to a higher time frame. 6 hour let's go to a 4-hour. You want to look at your RSI, and you want to look for moments when it's about to cross down, and you want to enter on those moments. So that's basically what you do. You always want to go with the trend, even if the market seems like it's going up. You know for sure that you do not focus on any calls until these two lines cross again. So what you want to focus on is puts right now until these two lines cross. Now you can use this because it's the S&P. You can use it for this video. I showed you how to do it with Robinhood, but you can also use this on Forex trading SPX. And with SPX, you can use that to also grow a USD base account in Forex, and you can also use it to grow a satoshi base account by just focusing on the S&P 500. You can have 3 sources of income. Robinhood, you can also do Webull too, but I don't really. I could probably get into that later. I just haven't used it yet. You can also use Webull with this strategy. And you can also use it with a Forex account, with a USD base account, and a Satoshi base account. So if you guys like the strategy, make sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'll see you guys in future videos.